Welcome to Dijon, the international city of gastronomy and wine. We are in the Burgundy School of Business, and more specifically in the School of Wine and Spirit Business, where I invite you to dive into the world of wine. Let's get started. Wines are complex products with numerous characteristics that affect taste, image, and consumers' willingness to pay. The diversity of these characteristics naturally leads professionals to ask questions such as: which wine does the consumer prefer? How much are they willing to pay for a particular feature? In the economic environment of wine and spirit course of the MSc Wine Management program, we strive to answer these questions using an innovative teaching method. To learn more about consumer preferences, we conduct a two-step experiment in class. This takes place in the tasting room. Let's have a look. In the first phase of the experiment, we have two bottles of wine with identical characteristics. The only difference is that one of the two wines is biodynamic, while the other one is organic. We conduct a blind tasting of these two wines. After tasting each of the two wines, the students indicate in a Google form the maximum amount they will be willing to spend on a bottle of that wine. The data is then recorded, and we move on to the second phase of the experiment. In the second phase of the experiment, the same two bottles of wine are presented to the students. The students are not informed that these are the same bottle that they tasted. The students have 1 minute to observe each bottle closed and type their willingness to pay for that bottle in Google form based on the information revealed on that bottle's label. Once the experiment is finished, we analyze the results by conducting statistical tests to check whether the students' willingness to pay significantly differs between the two wines. The results may vary from one group to another, but generally show that the biodynamic wine is significantly preferred to the organic wine during the tasting, while the organic wine is significantly preferred to the biodynamic wine based on the information on the bottle. What did our students think about this experiment? Let's listen to their opinion.
So, what is interesting is that during this experiment we found a new method to measure the willingness to pay for a particular characteristic in the wine by the consumers. Also, what is interesting, during this experiment we found out that people believe to like a particular wine, but after the blind tasting they realized that after all it is not their preference.
I really like to make this experience because it's an interactive and dynamic way to make a class. This experiment is also useful because it shows us that statistical tests are important to prove a point.